Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. I can. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, like an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes sweet and clear as moonlight through the pine. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, oh, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. To me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Oh, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just no sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Oh. Standard tuning and no capo, key of G. I'm going to give you a quick description of the chords to just help with what has gone before here on this tutorial, where I gave you chord diagrams and just played the song. I played the chord of G like this, and that bar chord can get tiring. So another way to do it is don't bar it, just grab the low E string, the 6th string, at the 3rd fret, and play it that way. And then to go from the G to the B, or the B7, I'm going, so it's going from the G to the A, to the B flat, to the B, and playing the B7 in a E7 configuration. Now, again, if you remember, an E is down here, and an E7 is here. You can also make an E7 either with this, by adding the D note down here on the 2nd string, and you can even do that by keeping the middle finger on the 4th string. Okay? So if you think about that E7 configuration and you walk up the fretboard, E, F, sharp, G, A, B flat 7, B7, okay? And I'm just doing this little. And then going to E minor in the same position, barring across the 7th fret, the E minor 7th. Okay, and again, that's like an A minor. Here's the A minor down here. And if I do it with these 2 fingers, so I've got my finger available for barring, A minor, B minor, C minor, D minor, E minor, 7th, okay? Okay, so it's like Georgia. Georgia, Georgia, E minor 7, the whole day through. So what am I doing there? I'm doing A 7th suspended 4th. An A7 suspended 4th, but here's an A, and an A7th is this, and an A7 suspended 4th is this. Okay? Now, because mostly, one of the things about this song that I should tell you is you're playing mostly the 4 middle strings. Not very often are you playing the low E or the high E string. Most of the time in this song you're playing the 4 middle strings, mostly in chord clusters. So I'm using a thumb and 3 fingers, you know, to either arpeggiate or pick these chords in little clusters in the middle of the middle strings of the guitar. So anyway, back to that A7 suspended 4th. If I'm not going to bar it, then I can play it with these 2 fingers like this, and this index finger back here, and then grab this one on the B string to make the 7th. And that's the A7 suspended 4th. And so you're going from A7 suspended 4th to a G 7th suspended 4th, and then to a C major 7. And again, in the first position, like that, but on the 3rd fret, it's like that. It's because here's the A major 7 back here on the first position. A major 7, B major 7, C major 7. But again, if I'm not going to bar it, then all I got to do is take my index finger and hit the 5th string 3rd fret, and I got all the 4 middle strings. So when you come down, you're going from that A7 suspended 4th, like this. You gotta really, I don't have real big long fingers, so I really have to arch my fingers in order to do this cleanly. A song of you. And then there you're going to a C sharp diminished. Now that is a really weird chord, and you just sort of have to memorize the shape. Think of it as an E7 shape starting on the 3rd fret, and then you're adding this finger there on the 4th string and this finger there on the 2nd string. It's kind of a cool sound for a passing chord. So after you get to that C major 7, and you really have to practice this shift from there to there. It's just not something, unless you're used to playing these weird chords, and I'm not, as sort of a folk singer. Okay, you just have to practice it going back and forth. Whole day through. Okay? And then back to the G. Just a sweet old song. Okay, now what am I doing there? You're probably used to a C7. Probably used to a C7 shape, okay, in the first position. And again, think of the 4 middle strings on the guitar that you're plucking. Well, C7 is there, D7 is here, and we're going to use D7 in this song. So you're anchoring your index finger just behind the 3rd fret. And the E7 is up 2 more half steps, anchoring behind the 5th fret. And also in the song, we're going to use an F. So you're on. Okay, and you'll see where that comes along. So G, comes an old sweet song, A minor 7th, keeps Georgia to D7. On my mind, here's that F7 to E to A7 to D7. Okay? And then second verse. Okay? So those are how the verses go. The bridge is a kind of tricky but pretty interesting. It comes off of a B. Okay, this is a E minor triad. So it's 4th string, 5th fret, 3rd string, 4th fret, 2nd string, 5th fret. But you can also play the open E on the high E string, and you can play the low E here. And so what I'm doing is I'm using my thumb pick, and you can use your bare thumb, of course, too. I'm playing that pattern. So I'm kind of keeping a beat with my thumb while I'm also picking with these 3 fingers. Other arms. Okay, so that is like a C, because a C could normally be played like this. But again, I'm keeping it simple, but it's a C with an E bass. So, other arms reach out to me. Okay, so this is really not that hard once you get the pattern down with your right hand. Other arms, and then you bring in this ring finger on the 3rd string, 6th fret. So, just listening without me singing. Okay, so if I sing, other arms reach out to me, and I'm just, other eyes smile tenderly. Okay, and there I went to an A7. And then repeat again. And this is a little more complicated, this last 3rd run through. Still in peaceful dreams. So there I'm playing an A9th. And it's a kind of a weird chord, and then going to an F sharp 7. I see. So think about, here's the E7, F7, F sharp 7. Now, the A9. So when you think about the A9, think about as if you were playing a D chord, but shifted up 2 sets of strings. And then you have to add your little finger on the B string. And you're plucking the the 4 middle strings. That's your A9. So, still in peaceful dreams, I see on the road. B minor 7. Go back to E7 to you, A minor 7th to a D7. Okay? And then back to the verse. Georgia. Okay? So that gives you a little background on where all these crazy chords come from. Some of these things like the C sharp diminished, you just have to kind of memorize and get used to playing. But the rest of them, they all have some basis based on shapes you probably are familiar with, or at least may want to get familiar with, so that you can play something like this. I'm not a jazz player, and I'm purposely playing this at this section of the tutorial on a flat top orchestra model guitar here, so that you understand you don't need a fancy jazz guitar to be able to play a song like this. You can play it on a straight acoustic, and it'll sound just fine. Okay? Thank you for listening. I hope this helps. Bye-bye.